Hey guys, welcome back. We're looking at Over the Wire. We've done until level 20 now, so let's see how we can solve from level 21 to 25. So as always, if we do SSHER, connect to Bandit 21, and that should log us in since we have the password saved. So let's look into what is in the home directory. Nothing really. So let's go ahead and see, how we can go from level 21 to 22. So in level 21, a program is running automatically at regular intervals from cron. Cron is basically a job scheduler, time-based job scheduler. Look in etc cron d for this configuration and see what command is being executed. So basically they want us to have an understanding of cron jobs and things like that. It's a time-based job scheduler where repeated process keeps running. So let's look into etc cron d. So we basically have cron job bandit 15, 17, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So the level that we wanted to solve is probably cron job bandit 22. So let's see cron job bandit 22. And I wanted to check oh my God. So I wanted to check um, the owner of that. Cannot access bandit 22. Let's see if we can. So it's root and root. So let's read the file. So reading the file says reboot bandit 22 slash user bin. Okay. Um, this is basically minutes, hours, days, and things like that. So this is basically the one that determines when the script should run. In this case, it's running every minute. Bandit 22 slash user bin cron job bandit 22.sh. This seems interesting. So this script is being executed every minute and the output is redirected to dev null. So let's go ahead and read what is in that file. Also wanted to understand the file permissions. So ls-la on that. It's owned by bandit 22 the and it is owned by the group bandit 21. So essentially anyone who belongs to bandit 21 group has permission to look into this particular file. So let's go ahead and read the file. Cat that. Okay, this one is a shell script. It says shebang bin bash chmod 644. It's the permission and it's setting the permission for temp and then a randomly generated hash value. Cat etc bandit pass bandit 22. Okay, so basically it's setting a password for this file and then it's copy pasting the password of bandit 22 to this file every minute. That seems interesting. All we have to do is read that file and we have it. So this is the password for bandit 22. So let's go ahead and exit it. As always, let's go ahead and update our configuration file. So in this case, I wanted to yank this, paste it. Let's put in a comma. Now let's go ahead and delete the password. All right. So we have the bandit 22 credentials updated. Let's do SSHER and log into bandit 22. While that's logging in, let's take a look into how we can solve bandit 22 to 23. The program is automatically running at regular intervals from cron. Again, it's the same thing. Look for the configuration file, see what command is being executed. So again, we need to now analyze the cron job and see what we can understand from it to know more. So let's look into etc cron d, all the files. We are interested in bandit cron job bandit 23 now. Let's look into the file permissions. etc cron d and that. So it's owned by root. Let's read the file. etc cron.d. All right, so this one says execute this shell script every minute. So let's go ahead and read what that shell script is. Okay, this one says my name equals who am I. So who am I? It's taking this name, my target, echo I'm user. It's taking the input from the variable, converting it to MD5 sum. It's going to cut that and print only the field one, right? And then it's going to echo copy password file to etc bandit pass my name. So let's see what is in temp directory because it's saving it in temp. Permissions denied. So basically there could be a lot of files in temp. Unless otherwise we know what this um, variable is, when what is assigned to that variable, um, or what is assigned to this variable as well, it is very hard to figure out. We know what is assigned to this variable because that's the username. So if we are looking into bandit 22, bandit 22 will be replaced because it's running this command. If it's run as bandit 22, if it's run as bandit 23, here my name, the one allocated to my name variable will be bandit 23. That will be converted to whatever this is, and a value will be assigned, and that value will pass through this, right? So since that's the case, let's go ahead and copy this and figure out what it could be for bandit 23. So it's echo I'm user my name. Rather than my name, let's go ahead and do bandit 23, pipe that to MD5 sum, all that stuff. Okay, so this is the MD5 hash that is being generated. So essentially, what will be allocated to my target variable would be this if it was run by bandit 23, right? So let's go ahead and see if we can read that, and we can read that. So there is a file that is in that particular name, and it is owned by bandit 23 user, at least bandit 23. So once we read it, we get the password for the next level, which is bandit 23. So let's exit out of it and let's update our configuration file for SSHER. So let's go ahead, yank that, paste that. Okay, let me undo that a bit. Paste that. Let's go ahead and change it to bandit 23, the username. And now I'm gonna update the password. Let's paste the password, right and quit. Let's log into bandit 23. All right. Problem with the configuration file. We're missing a comma again. Let's input the comma, save it, log into bandit 23. While that's logging in, let's take a look into the instructions. The program is running automatically at regular intervals. Again, it's a cron. The level required is to create your own first shell script. This is very big step. You should be proud of yourself when you beat this. All right, so you basically have to write your own shell script to manipulate the cron and things like that. So let's actually take a look at what is in the cron. It's in the etc cron.d directory. Um, all right, so we need to look into bandit 24. So let's look into etc cron d, paste that. All right, so we have this shell script which is user bin cron job 24 being executed. Let's take a look into that. It says my name, who am I? So the username is allocated to the my name variable. It's going to cd into var spool my name, and it's going to echo executing and deleting all scripts in var spool my name. So basically anything within this folder will be executed and deleted every minute for I in, okay, all the stuff, hmm, handling owner equals stats. So this is what it is doing. It's basically executing and deleting all scripts in var spool, and this is the for loop for it. So if the owner equals bandit 23, then timeout is they're setting a timeout, and then they're executing a remove command to delete all that stuff, right? So it could be any number of files. Whatever is in the folder is going to be deleted every minute. So let's go ahead and see how we can solve that. One way we could do is, since it's executing any file within this directory, we can put a file like a shell script so that this program will execute that shell script, which will give an output. So the shell script essentially here is to read the password for the next level. That probably should work. So let's go ahead. Let's move on to slash where spool. And in this case, for bandit 24, it will be bandit 24. So we are in where spool bandit 24. We cannot list the contents in the directory. Let's see if we can. Okay. Dot slash. Okay, so I guess we don't have permission to list contents. Anyway, let's see if we can create a file here. Maybe touch, or let's actually do echo whatever it is. Well, let's just do to file.txt. Can I cat file.txt? Alright, so essentially we are able to create a file but not list the contents of this file, but we can also read the files. So let's go ahead and create a file. Let's do vim. Let's call it execute.sh. And what we'll do is, let's go ahead and write something like shebang bin bash, and let's do cat slash etc bandit has, I believe this is the directory, hopefully, bandit 24. Read that and save it in temp bandit 24 has. So basically it's going to try and read the content of bandit 24, the password of bandit 24, and then put it in temp bandit 24 pass, right? So let's go ahead and quit that. Let's give an executable permission, chmod plus x execute.sh. All right, so let's see in temp. We cannot list temp. So let's see temp bandit 24 hash. All right, so we got it. So essentially, we've created this execute.sh file and it has executed that. So that's there. Now, if we try to read execute.sh, it's still there, isn't it? It should also be removing this file. Maybe it will remove it in another few seconds because it's executing every 1 minute. But anyway, we got the bandit 24 pass in the temp directory. So let's exit out of it and let's go ahead and update our configuration file. Let's yank it, paste it. Let's put in a comma. Let's see, change 23 to 24. Let's update the password with the one that we obtained just now. All right, right and quit. Now let's just do SSHER to bandit 24.